Congratulations, amazing viewers. You've made it through the entire journey of the power. Whether you're new to this knowledge or it's been a refresher, you've taken in some incredible insights that have the potential to shift your reality in powerful ways. By embracing these ideas, you're already taking steps toward creating the life you truly want. I'm so proud of each and every one of you for sticking with me and diving deep into this transformative material. Remember, the power is now in your hands. Use it to create joy, abundance, and the life of your dreams. Thank you for being part of this journey, and here's to even more growth and success ahead. Chapter 10, the last chapter, the power in life. A human being cannot imagine not existing. We can imagine our body not being alive, but we simply cannot imagine not existing. Why do you think that is? Do you think it's a fluke of nature? It's not. You cannot imagine yourself not existing because it's impossible for you not to exist. If you could imagine it, you could create it, and you can never create it. You have always existed, and you will always exist because you are a part of creation. There has never been a time when you and I and the kings gathered here have not existed, nor will there be a time when we will cease to exist. As the same person inhabits the body through childhood, youth, and old age, so too at the time of death, he attains another body. The wise are not deluded by these changes. So what happens when a person dies? The body doesn't go into non-existence, because there's no such thing. It integrates itself into the elements. And the being that is inside you, the real you, doesn't go into non-existence either. The very word being tells you that you will always be. You are not a human being. You are an eternal being living temporarily in a human body. If you stopped existing, there would be an empty space in the universe, and the whole universe would collapse into that empty space. The only reason you can't see another being after they have left their body is that you can't see the frequency of love. You can't see the frequency of ultraviolet light either, and the frequency of love, which is the frequency they're on, is the highest frequency in creation. The greatest scientific equipment in the world cannot even come close to detecting the frequency of love. But remember that you can feel love. So if there is someone you can't see anymore, you can feel them on the frequency of love. You can't feel them in grief or despair because those frequencies are nowhere near the frequency they're on. But when you are on the highest frequencies of love and gratitude, you can feel them. They are never far away from you, and you are never separated from them. You are always connected to everything in life through the force of love. Heaven is within you. All the principles of heaven and earth are living inside you. Ancient texts say that heaven is within you. And what they're talking about is the frequency of your being. When you leave your human body, you are automatically on the highest frequency of pure love, because that's the frequency of your being. In ancient times, this highest frequency of pure love was called heaven. But heaven is for you to find here in this lifetime, not when your body dies. You are to find heaven here while you're on earth. And indeed, heaven is within you, because heaven is the frequency of your being. To find heaven on earth is to live your life at the same frequency as your being, pure love and joy. For the love of life, the question is not really whether or not you go on, but rather how are you going to enjoy it? You are an eternal being. You have all the time in the world to experience everything. There's no lack of time because you have forever. You have so many adventures ahead, so many things to experience. Not just adventures on Earth, because once we've mastered Earth, we will begin new adventures in other worlds. There are galaxies, dimensions, and life that we can't even imagine now, but we will experience all of them. And we will experience them together because we are a part of creation. Billions of years from now, when we look out into creation for our next adventure, there will be worlds among worlds, galaxies among galaxies, and unlimited dimensions, stretching out before us for all eternity. And so do you think with all this that perhaps you are a wee bit more special than you ever considered yourself to be? Do you think perhaps you might be a little more valuable than you thought? You, every person you know, and every person who has ever lived have no end. Don't you just want to wrap your arms around life and say thank you? Aren't you excited for the adventures ahead? Don't you want to stand on a mountaintop and cry out with joy yes to a never-ending life? The purpose of your life. You have no cause for anything but gratitude and joy. The purpose of your life is joy, And so what do you think is the greatest joy in Li Fei? Giving. If a person had told me 6 years ago that the greatest joy in life is giving, I would have said, that's finny for you to say. I am struggling to survive and can barely make ends meet, and so I have nothing to give. The greatest joy in life is giving because unless you give, you will always be struggling to survive. Life will be full of one problem after another, and just when you think everything is going along fine, something else will happen to throw you back into struggle and difficulty. The greatest joy in life is giving, and there is only one thing you can give: your love. Your love, your joy, your positivity, your excitement, your gratitude, and your passion are the true and everlasting things in life. All the riches in the world cannot even come close to the most priceless gift in all of creation: the love inside you. Give the best of you. Give your love because it is the magnet to all the riches of life. And your life will become richer than you thought was possible. Because when you give love, you are fulfilling the entire purpose of your life. When you give love, you will receive back so much love and joy that you will feel it is almost more than you can take. But you can take unlimited love and joy because it's who you are. Someday, when men have conquered the winds, the waves, the tides, and gravity, we will harness for God the energies of love, and then, for a second time in the history of the world, man will have discovered fire. You came into this world with your love, and it is the only thing you take with you. While you are here, every time you choose the positive, every time you choose to feel good, you are giving your love, and with it you light up the world. And everything you can wish for, everything you can dream of, everything you love will follow you wherever you go. You have the greatest force in the universe within you, and with it, you will have an amazing life. The power is within you. Points of power. 1. You have always existed, and you will always exist because you are a part of creation. 2. You, every person you know, and every person who has ever lived has no end. 3. To find heaven on earth is to live your life at the same frequency as your being, pure love and joy. 4. The greatest joy in life is giving, because unless you give, you will always be struggling to survive. 5. Your love, your joy, your positivity, your excitement, your gratitude, and your passion are the true and everlasting things in life. All the riches in the world cannot even come close to the most priceless gift in all of creation: the love inside you. 6. Give your love because it is the magnet to all the riches of life. 7. While you are here, every time you choose the positive, every time you choose to feel good, you are giving your love, and with it you light up the world. 8. May the power bring you love and joy for your entire existence. That is my intention for you and for the world. Without the power, you would not have been born. Without the power, there wouldn't be a single human being on the planet. Every discovery, invention, and human creation comes from the power. Perfect health, incredible relationships, a career you love, a life filled with happiness, and the money you need to do, and have everything you want, all come from the power. The life of your dreams has always been closer to you than you realized, because the power, to have everything good in life, is inside you. To create anything, to change anything, all it takes is just one thing. You are meant to have an amazing life. You are meant to have everything you love and desire. Your work is meant to be exciting, and you are meant to accomplish all the things you would love to accomplish. Your relationships with your family and friends are meant to be filled with happiness. You are meant to have all the money you need to live a full, wonderful life. You are meant to be living your dreams, all of them. If you want to travel, you are meant to travel. If you would love to start a business, you are meant to start a business. If you would love to learn to dance, or learn how to sail a yacht or study Italian, you are meant to do those things. If you would love to be a musician, a scientist, a business owner, an inventor, a performer, a parent, or whatever it is you would love to be, you are meant to be it. When you wake up each day, you should be filled with excitement because you know the day is going to be full of great things. You are meant to be laughing and full of joy. You are meant to feel strong and safe. You are meant to feel good about yourself and know you're invaluable. Of course, there will be challenges in your life, and you are meant to have them too, because they help you to grow, but you are meant to know how to overcome problems and challenges. You are meant to be victorious. You are meant to be happy, You are meant to have an amazing life. You were not born to struggle. You were not born to live a life where the moments of joy are few and far between. You were not born to toil in your work 5 days a week, with fleeting moments of happiness on weekends. You were not born to live with limited energy, feeling exhausted at the end of each day. You were not born to worry or be afraid. You were not born to suffer. What would be the point of your life? You are meant to experience life to its fullest and have everything you want and, at the same time, be filled with joy, health, vitality, excitement, and love, because that is an amazing life. The life of your dreams, everything you would love to be, do, or have, has always been closer to you than you knew, because the power to everything you want is inside you. There is a supreme power and ruling force which pervades and rules the boundless universe. You are a part of this power.